Hey everyone, welcome back to Boosh. Not welcome back to Boosh. Welcome back to Hypermine modded server. I'm not sure why I said Hypermine so weird then. Hypermine. Die. I have been having too much fun with the beard orangs. Too much fun. Seriously, everyone, make some throwing knives. Oh, hello, Ender Mini. Can I think that would probably be a bad idea. Whoops. Can I look at you without you being angry? I can. Seriously, yeah. Make some throwing knives. Throw some sharpness on it. Whoop. And just have good times. It is so much fun. Pew, missed you. But anyway, this is not what we are going to be doing today. Today, let's go back to the base. Doop. And let's throw some stuff in here. Doop beep. Today, I mentioned that we were going to sort out our bee things. Well, I looked at the amount of combs that we had, and we had something like 35 stacks of combs. So I just went ahead and I centrifuged them up. This is all the lapis that we got from our 5 stacks of lapis combs. Just under 5 stacks, I think. So that is awesome! So we're like nice on lapis for a while. There's a little bit of wax. We also got these are honey drops. Honeydew, honey drops, propolis, and beeswax. So we're good on this stuff as well for a fairly long while, because I don't know exactly what I'm going to make with all this. I know what I'm going to do with this, and think these not so much. So I made a centrifuge, and I just sat here with a hopper on it, just going like la la la, and there's a little pipe around the back that takes it into the chest. So I've sorted all that out. If I decide that I'm gonna have some more bees running, I might just throw a pipe up here, just to run the comb straight into there. But I don't need this stuff running all the time, because what are my good bees? Imperial, Derpius, and Lapis. These are my good bees. I think I found that bee, but that's the one that gets me the raw jelly, if I require raw jelly. Obviously Lapis, and that one is propolis. But anyway, today, let's put all this lapis away. So what have we got at the minute? 307 blocks. 488 blocks. Yes. What are we on iron? 81 blocks. Not so good. I might have to expand our iron production a little bit. But yes, today I have down here this stuff here set up. And although this makes the crafting of solar panels easier, it is still a long manual process. So I've decided... Let's get rid of my XP. Oh, these are looking full tanks. I decided that we are going to get some automation going, but not applied ENERGISTICS automation. No. Why would I make something as easy as that? I'm going to be using wire, and is it called a crafter? The Ender IO crafter, which needs some things. Maybe said logic controller. That's not too bad. And there is a reason for that as well that will become clear. There are like this liquid crafter doesn't need power. This, on the other hand, does need power. But there is something that this does that none of the other ones that I looked at could really do to make it work the way I wanted. Vaguety. Vague talk. So where we are going to do it, there is this here is the elevator down to here, but over here now, under this carpet, there is an elevator, boop, down to the midsection. And I have moved a couple of things around. These were on this wall here, and they've moved across a little bit. The Tesseract was there, and I've made a space here. This is where our crafting is going to happen. So I need to make some things to be able to do said crafting. Have I got much solarium? Yeah. So I need 6 of you. So, ooh. Hello. So I'm going to make some of this stuff. I'm going to make the crafters that we need. And some of the wire. Some of this, we need some of this bundled cable and some of this wire. So I will make all of that stuff up. And then we will be back and I will put this thing together. And then there is one more job that needs to be done after that. So I'll see you in a moment. Crafting the crafters has been done. So let us just boop, 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 put those there. Now, the reason I've used these is because of this here. I can set a recipe in here, like, I don't know, a crafting bench, or I got something, or sticks. These buffering stacks, it will pull in the. I'm buffering stacks, none like the liquid crafter and everything. Oh, I was looking at Draconic Evolution for a second. It'll just fill up its inventory with planks. And this would do the same. It would just put planks here. Buffering single items will only pull a single plank into each spot to be able to craft one item, which is what I want because I'm going to be hooking it up to my system and I don't want it to just empty out everything into these crafters. So where we are going to hook in is just here with a controller slave. Now, you may have already seen it, but the way we are... Oh, hello outside. The way that we are going to be controlling our crafters is... Blah, 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 blah. You can... Because it's Ender.io, you can control it with redstone, the same as a lot of things nowadays. Let's just put that to... Whoops. Both. On everything. And you also, so the stuff can come in and out that same side. But we are going to be, of course, oh, I can't go down on that one, it's this one. We're going to use ComputerCraft, obviously. Why would we use anything different? So I think I'm going to be putting it there. Oh, hello. I think that'll be tucked out of the way nicely because I'm not going to need to get on it very often. Whoop. Okay. So we need to get some redstone pulses from here. So we're going to use bundled cable because ComputerCraft can use this bundled cable. Shiny Dragon Man. Of course. And you can be that. There is a bunch of people on today. So the bundle cable means that I can send. Let's just boop boop boop. I can send a signal down the cable. Need these just out the way for a second so I can get underneath. To these separately to these different coloured cables. So I can say that's not the order that I want them. I want it to go red, yellow and white. So I can send a signal to the red cable and it would come through here and it would leave these alone. which is cool. And then let's just do and whoop, stop them from chatting. Okay, so the reason I've had to do it like this, powering this block here rather than just powering the crafter, if I power the crafter like this with red alloy wire, because that block is powered, it powers the one next to it passively. So this way, powers the block, that gets a secondary redstone signal, I suppose you'd call it. And it will, so I can send a signal to the red wire, and it would mean that this red crafter, because I've got red active with signal, activates. So that is good. Good times, good times. Now, let's just put some power to it. You don't need power from two places. Are you powering up? You are powering up. Also you. Also you. Cool. Now. We will leave you like that for a second. Now let's set you up. Whoops. So on in and out. Always active. Whoops. In and out. Always active. And the same for you. That can be fine. So now we've got power coming in. We've got we've got items coming from the drawers system. Pulling out the items that we need for crafting, pulling out of the drawer system, and then the finished items getting put back in. What I will do is set the priority on these up. So anything that's crafted in these, because this is going to be the photovoltaic cell, the leadstone core, solar core, and then that will be the panel itself. So when these two make things, they will send them straight to this one rather than sending them into the drawers first. And then once this one is crafted, it will go up into here. And that is the plan. Now, I've got to set up the crafting recipes. Can I? Yes, I can. I can still access these. That's good. I'm just going to set up the crafting recipes and make a spot in the drawers for solar panels to go. And then we'll come back and we'll give it a bash. I've tested this in creative, but I haven't tested it on a server with latencies and all that business. So, well, you know what? Should we just make an easy test? Blah 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 blah. I need something simple that I can make. I've got a crafting bench. Okay, so so that will attempt to make a crafting bench. So this should, when I put this to that should pull dark oak wood from the system. And it has. Awesome. Can I get to the computer from here? Nope. Can I get to the computer from here? Yes, I can. Okay, so. Oh. Okay. Can I remember this? Set bundled output top red true. No, okay. I can't remember how to program the bundled cables. So yeah. So I'm just gonna sort this out, and then we'll be back to give it a test to see if this actually works. So I'll be back in a second. I was so close. So close. Red tone. Ooh. Set bundled output top colors dot red end brackets. So this should power this cable, not power any of the other cables, and craft one bench and attempt to put it in the system. It occurs to me that there is nowhere for a crafting bench to go in the system. So let's just... Have I got a crafting bench in here? Nope. Okay. Everything's going swimmingly. So you can go there. Okay, so currently have a spot for crafting benches to go, and up at the top there you can see in the tooltip thing number 4 crafting bench is 0, so there's no crafting benches currently in the system. Okay, this is still set up. Yes, okay, moment of truth. That should have... Yes. Okay, that's just going to keep making crafting benches because it's still receiving redstone signals. Okay. And it's crafted 2 benches. So, yes. And then we need to just turn it off. Haha, yes. Okay, so that did work. And it pulled stuff out of the systems. Cool. Okay, so that does work. Awesome. So I just need to pulse these rather than have them turned on. That's fine. That's what I was going to do anyway, so awesome. What I am going to do now is take away these crafting benches. You can go there. You can go away. I'm going to write the program. I'm going to set these up for their respective crafting jobbies. And then I'm going to write a quick crafting program for this. And then I'll be back. I can show you the program and I'll be back. And we can give it a test run for realsies with a leadstone solar panel. So... Once again, back in a moment. Okay, so all of the recipes are in and the things are set up. Obviously, this one hasn't got the cells or the solar core yet because it hasn't been crafted. Up here, I had to craft a solar panel just the normal way, just so there's a spot for them to be. So we have one solar panel in our draw system. I've also in between the last little bit and this little bit, I've thought of a way that this might work without having to without using these crafters, so we wouldn't have to use power, using the these translocator item translocators. Because you can put a diamond, I think it was a diamond nugget or a diamond on them, and you can tell them how much of something to pull out of an inventory and to keep. So I might have been able to use those to say, like, for this one, for example, in the Auto-Crafter, Liquid Crafter, whatever, the Buildcraft one, just say, only put in 3 of each. So that might be an upgrade, a no power upgrade that we might do later. But this is what it is for now, because I'm not going to change it now. The program, that's a hat. The program, that might be a bit of a nuisance trying to get to here. It's called Craft. And here we are. Here we are back in ComputerCraft. The program pulls in a couple of arguments, which I haven't set it so. Have I? No, I think I might have. Pulls in a couple of arguments. The first one is the name of the thing that you would like to craft, and the second one is how many of said thing, and then that converts this to number, converts it into a number rather than a string, and then this is how. Oh, I haven't got a. Maybe I should have used a gold one. This is how a crafting cycle works. If the name is photocell, so if you want to craft photovoltaic cells, which is in the red crafter, then it will loop for either 1, 2, however number you've said. So if you say craft photocell 7, it will do from this 4 to this end, which probably should be indented in 1. Oh well. For 7 times. And my phone is ringing. It was my wife. Anyway, where were we? Yes, okay. So, it runs the cycle. I can't remember where I got to. It runs the cycle however many times you want it to run, from this 4 to this end. And it just turns it on, waits a tiny little bit, turns it back off again. And then I've got sleep 5 at the moment, which is probably longer than it needs to be. But I don't know how much this is going to lay. I've just run up the stairs. I'm sorry to breath. I feel terrible about that. So the sleep for 5 is probably longer than it needs to be, but I don't know what it's going to be for server latencies and lags and whatnot. So I thought I'd err on the side of caution. Same for leadstone solar cores, and then the solar panel itself. What I've done is, if you want to craft a leadstone panel, it's the loop loops in all of these bits. So 1 to 3, so it crafts 3 cells, 1 core, and then 1 solar panel, and then loops back from that end, just there, back up to this. So if you want to do 4, it'll do all of this, craft 1, and then back to the beginning and craft, and then keep going. So that is that. I haven't explained that very well. So if I just type craft, haha, there we go. So if you don't do it properly, it does this. It tells you how to use it. It says you need to put in an item and an amount, and then these are the available items. So, shall we attempt? Shall we type craft first? Craft. Leadstone panel. Just do 1. Dang it. Oh, lead tone. Oh, I was. It's doing things. It's doing things. I might put in a crafting, so you know it's actually doing stuff. Has it? Has it already done things? Nope. I know what I did wrong. Edit craft. This bit here, this redstone sleep thing, I copy pasted from my test world, and here said back, because the computer that in my test world, the bundle cable came out the back, but it comes out the top here, so that was silly. Craft. I can't even remember what it's called now. Leadstone panel. Craft leadstone panel 1. Okay, so that's crafting. We should see things happening. Nothing's happening. Oh, it's made 1. It's made 1. Why aren't you pulling anything out of the system? Ah. Poop. Poop, poop, poop. Okay, so. Ah, dang it. I think I'd got that set wrong. So many issues. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, craft it. Flash. So you should have 2. Flash. Yes, so that's 3. Flash once. And come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, it must have... I must have missed it. 2 solar panels! Yes! Success! Success! So... Oh dear me. No, not that one. So I could say craft 10. And then it would just take time... And eventually they would come through. It's slow. I'm aware that it's slow. I've deliberately made it slow. But that appears to be working. But I think I might have a go on my test world, see if I can get it working without power as well. Oh, yes! 3 solar panels! We have auto-crafting! Suck it, applied ENERGISTICS. I don't need you. So, success at last. Whoops, set my spawn point. So there we go. I'm going to leave that crafting some solar panels. Because even though I had said, I don't think I'm going to need any more power than 2 of these. I think that's going to be fine. You know what? No, it is not going to be fine. I mean, it'll probably be fine, but it's not going to be fine. We must go all the way to ultimate. Other people have managed it, so it's not impossible. I mean, they've like quarries and stuff, but it is an achievable goal, and it will happen. Now I don't have to do it all by hand. It will happen quicker. So there we go. We have ourselves some auto-crafting. So yeah, that is more than enough for this episode. I think this is probably going to be rather long. So thank you very much for watching and bearing with me. If you've managed to keep going this far, thank you. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.